Welcome or welcome back to It Is Not Too Late. And today we are doing something a little different. I need to unpack from having to evacuate from a fire. So if you notice up here, all my binders are gone. Those are my extras and ones I haven't started yet. So all my regular binders gone. Because I was at work when things got started, and so I needed to have my husband go and unpack everything. So he just, you know, I told him, I said, just grab all the binders and put them in a box. And I will go and get the money out. And then there was loose money everywhere. Like when I get done filming, I try to set the money out for my next filming and, you know, anything I might need so that I am ready to go for the next time I film. So he just had to grab everything. So it is just in a big cardboard box. And that was very nice of him to do that. So now I have to unpack it, and so all the loose money and money for the rest of the month, he put in my, he put everything in here. So I'm gonna have, I don't know if I'm gonna do it on camera. I have to go through, this is my completed challenges. He also put my my ding 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 in here, and my, you know, few dollars that I have set aside for when I ding ding ding, all of that is in there. Plus all the money I had budgeted and set aside for the rest of the month all got put in here. So I have to go through, see what's actually supposed to be in there, and yeah. So, while we're here, so I have been doing these, I've been using the May Money Mayhem dashboards from Cashstuffing Canadian Jen for some of my challenges. And she saw that, and she made me, well, she made all of us, she made us updated challenges that just say tiny challenges. So I have to laminate and cut it out, but I can go and update that. So I was really excited about that. So those are freebies on her Ko-fi. I just have to get it done, and I'm thinking about rearranging somewhat. I'm not sure. I don't think we took anything out of these binders. I think the little bit of money that I had to take out, I took out of my completed. Just because that made the most sense. And I don't think that my husband had to take anything out. So I do like to keep a certain amount of cash in the house for an emergency, because when there's a fire, which is our major hazard around here, let's see what this is. Oh, this is Nori's. I have to label it. So when they're fighting a fire, they will turn off the power as well. So we get our power shut off, which is so exciting, especially in the heat. Okay. Sorry for reaching. I'm just trying to get this all sorted and figure out what I am doing with my life here. So the good news is I didn't have to touch a lot of this money. So I'm very happy about that. But I did touch a little. So, and that is just the way of things. Gotta do what I gotta do. Okay, so I'm gonna save that for last. And then so these are my Christmas that I'm using right now, my smaller Christmas. So I put a post up maybe a week or two ago, I can't remember, right after it happened, right after the fire started, and I said, hey, where are you guys at with your emergency fund? Just because I was curious, because I was so grateful, even though my husband was kind of, you know, he was a little bit annoyed that he had to grab all these binders and, you know, I mean, it is all right here and everything else was like right here on my desk. I wasn't like sending him all over. But I was so grateful to have the cash. Like if we needed to get a hotel or something, I had cash. And if, you know, if the power's off, then there's not, you know, they can't run a card. And while they are very, you know, helpful and considerate of, you know, people that are evacuated, there are some people that take advantage of the situation, I guess you would say. And I don't want to be one of those people, number one. And I don't want to have to deal with it later. You know, I don't want to remember, oh, I need to go back to this store or that store and pay my tab. Although I certainly could do that if I needed to. Okay, so that is rearranged some, but that is set up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Okay. So some of these are two binder deals. Like I have two 2025s. I have two Hello Kitties. This save goes with the big savings for my dreams. Alice goes with Alice. This is another. I think these are the dreams do come true that I have not even started yet. Okay. So I think that is all put together. And those are my Christmas that I've been dealing with. Alright. So hopefully I am going to assume that we did not get into the ding ding ding. And so I am just going to set that aside and assume that that is as it should be. So what I need to do is count all this cash and count all these challenges and see what it should be, because whatever is left is what I have to save. So if you do not want to stick around for this part, what I want to show you, so I did this post, right? Where are you with your emergency fund? I did a quick little, blurb about, we had a fire, forest fire, and it was basically 2 lots away from us. And I was absolutely shocked with the response that I got. And so I decided I am going to start a new series on August 1st. So I'm putting this out early so everyone can get ready. Okay? There was 7%, okay, said they did not know what an emergency fund was. Okay, that's fair. 47% of the people that responded did not have a $1,000 starter emergency fund. Okay, so 7 plus 47. Okay, so we're at 54%. Okay, of the people that responded. We had 7% again, which I think is just 1 or 2 people. We had another 7% that had a full 3 to 6 month emergency fund. They were fully funded. Okay, great. I'm so happy about that. Okay, and then the rest, which is 39%. Let me see if that's right. I'm just going to pull it up really quick and make sure that is correct. Oh, no, it is not. Okay, So it was 7% did not know what an emergency fund was. 40% had $1,000. 7% were fully funded 3 to 6 months. And 46, YouTube says 47, 47% responded, I don't know where to start and need help. So, here's what we're going to do. Starting August 1st, okay, and I am challenging the entire budget community. I don't care if you do my challenge. I care about, because most of us, me included, okay, we're really focused on debt, and that's great. And I do the same thing. And then we're focused on, oh, save for birthdays. Oh, save for Christmas. I'm doing Christmas in July. Every day I'm doing Christmas. Okay, I am not excusing myself from this. Okay. We are missing, if you take the 47% that do not know where to start, plus the 7% that don't even know what an emergency fund is, okay, we're 54% of the people that responded need an education piece, and that education piece starts with an emergency fund. And so what I am challenging all of you creators out there to do is, you don't have to change anything about what challenges you do or whatever. I would say 90%, if not 100% of the budgeting community creators out there do an emergency fund type challenge at some point during the month. So what I am asking for you to do is to share stories about the importance of an emergency fund, to tell how it made a difference for you or your family, how it saved you from going further in debt, how, like in my case, I had the funds that I needed for my family when there was a fire in cash. I didn't have to, I'm an hour away from a bank, okay, from a grocery store, all of that. I had funds available, maybe not for what right here, that I could grab and take care of an actual emergency. And it could have made a huge difference, okay, if I had needed to really get into it, which I didn't. Thankfully, they got the fire under control enough that we did not even have to stay the night away from home. They ended up letting everybody go back home because they got it down enough, because there were 70 firefighters from 15 different agencies in Western Washington that came and knocked this out, including 2 helicopters, including, they were dropping water on my house. That is how close I was. So, I'm challenging you guys to do more than say, this is going for my emergency fund, and talk about why you think an emergency fund is important, And I'm going to focus through the month of August on some education pieces. I'm going to do a whole back to basics series. I'm going to go emergency fund, a budget, sinking funds, all the things. And I invite you to join me. But 54%, and I'm not a huge channel. So imagine, for those of you who have thousands of subscribers, right? If you were to put out a post like that, you would probably get a lot more responses. So, multiply that. It's a segment that I think we need to revisit. So I am challenging you to do that. When you cover your emergency fund challenges, to just spend a few seconds to talk about the importance and the why behind doing an emergency fund. Okay, so I made this challenge. It is intentionally super simple, super basic. Okay? Each little spot is going to be $3, and we are going to do $3 a day. Okay? And then there is one $5 bonus. All right, and we're going to do this twice. This is going to give us our $1,000. And I'm going to go into this more in depth on August 1st. And, I know if you follow Dave Ramsey, he's like, you can get your $1,000 emergency fund in 30 days. Well, some people can, and some people really can't. And some people, just the thought of that is overwhelming. But the biggest thing that I have noticed doing savings challenges, doing this channel and everything, is being consistent. Saving something every single day. Okay? If you're a lot further along in your journey and you can make your emergency fund payment once a month, maybe you're trying to boost it up, right? And you can do that once a month and put in $90 or $100, and because you're disciplined enough to do that, please continue to do what you were doing. I am not trying to change what anyone is doing, okay? But for those of you who do not know where to start, okay, I'm saying you're going to bring $3. We're going to do it together. I'm going to give you tips and tricks on how to do it faster. I'm going to talk about what exactly this is for. I'm going to talk about where you keep this, the whole education piece. Like, if you are brand new and you have no idea what all these channels are doing, I'm going to break it down, and it might take all month. I'm kind of hoping not, and these are going to be bonus videos. I'm still going to do my regular stuff, but we are going to do the whole education piece for the whole month of August. Okay, so this is going to be a freebie down in my Ko-fi. Okay, so get this, bring your $3. Okay, you have roughly a week to come up with $3. Okay, figure out where your first $3 are going to come from. Okay, and we're going to do that every day. Okay, so there's that. So go get that. Alright, if you do not want to watch me count this, thanks for coming by. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. My family and I are all fine. Thank you. I appreciate all the concern and well wishes, and we'll see you later for something more fun. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. So I am just going through these so I can see how much I should have in here. And thankfully, all of these, if they don't have amounts on them, they're $1. So 4, 8, 16. Oh, 2, 4, 6, 8. So, let me know if there are specific questions you have. If there are things that you don't understand that you want me to make sure I cover. When I'm going through this education stuff, I'm doing like, you know, a full course. And continue, as you know, maybe as we're going through, you'll have a question, and you'll want me to, you know, you'll think of something. So put all those questions down so I can try and get everything, you know, covered. Okay, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 25. I am not a person to go and put, oh, this challenge save X, and everybody, not everybody, because I don't do it. A lot of people do it, and I don't put what a challenge saves. If they leave a spot, I might put something at the end, you know, like here. If there's a spot like this, then I might go and put something, but otherwise, I don't. Okay, so $580, so so that's kind of cheating. We already know what we've saved so far this month, but that is okay. So I'm going to write this down. My husband was just like, he's looking at all this money as he's cramming stuff into the bag, right? And he's just shaking his head. He told me afterwards, and he's just like, what are we doing here? All right, so this should be $250. I want to make sure this bigger rubber band is good. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 200, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Okay, so minus 250. Sorry, I'm just trying to, okay, this is 105, so minus 100. Here is another 105, minus 100. And then these are ones, so 25, 50, 75, 100, 125 minus 125 and $5. Okay. So this is what should be in my completed. Somewhere that's in here. Okay. So we're going to put all that back in. Let's see here. I want these 5s, so I am going to put 25, 35, 45, 55, 65, 75, 85, 90. What goes in here? 25, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 100. Okay. So I want to buy these 5s. All right. So all of that is going in. Okay. So we've got 100, 25, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm just rebundling. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 2, 3, 4, 5. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Okay, 125 plus 75 plus 15. Okay. So I basically have 4 days worth, which is kind of what I should have had a couple more days than that. I should have had like 6. So let's see what I have in my wallet. Because I think I need 7, 28, 29, 30. Oh, I need 7. So I need 350. Okay, so I have 35 in my wallet. Whoops. 35 plus 215 is 250. Okay, so I'm $100 short. for what I need to do. Usually I do $50 a day. So I will have to, that's basically what we spent then, was like $100 between you know, there's extra gas, there's extra food, there's just things that you have to go through. So I am basically short $100, so I will work on figuring that out. Okay, so go by my Ko-fi, grab this. I hope you all join me if you are brand new. Starting August 1st, you know, hit subscribe, hit like, leave a comment, let me know that you're in. Okay, and we're going to start August 1st, and we are going to get everybody that wants to do this, we're going to get their $1,000 starter emergency fund. If you already have one, we're going to get you your next 1,000, right? So you can start building up. And we're going to cover just a whole lot of budgeting concepts. I'm going to try to break everything down, explain it. So I really hope that you join me and that you find something beneficial in this. So thank you for spending some time with me. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you next time. Bye.